Hello and welcome to the finale of Artemisia Academy in Monsterhearts. Things got kind of worked up last week, so let's see if we can get things to a nice conclusion. I don't think we have any new lines and veils on the page, so I think we can just go through and introduce each other, yourselves and your character. And I'm going to go in character keeper order. So let's start with Joe.
Hey, I'm Joe, they, them. I'm playing Katarina, I believe, Alisov, the Rusalka, and things, she may have caused a massive beatdown against one person through crazy fanatical power, but, everything's fine. Nothing went bad at all, I'm sure.
Yeah, everything's going to go great with that. So next we got Robert.
Yeah, I'm Robert, he, him pronouns. I'm playing as Hob, the mortal, also he, him pronouns. Last time we saw Hob, he was with Finney, meeting with Finney's father, and kind of, getting ready to enact some plans, I guess. I guess we have a mission. We'll say that way.
Yeah, if memory serves, Finney had just finished pinning the blame for everything on Gary. But yeah, you can talk more about that, Daryl.
Yeah, so hello. My name is Daryl. My pronouns are he, him, and I am playing Phineas Finney Ellenham, whose pronouns are also he, him. Phineas is the headmaster's son who has been working to secure his future, and the best way to do that right now is to throw everyone else under the bus. So Gary and Katarina are hopefully going down for all of my sins. We'll see how well that plan goes. And yeah, that's Finney.
Last but not least, we got Chris.
Hi, my name is Chris. My pronouns are he, him. I'm playing Gerardo Gary Benandanti, who's a witch, and his pronouns are also he, him. And I can't wait to see how this goes.
Alrighty, I'm your MC Kyle. And one last thing for this session. Roll with your party isn't working right now, so we'll be using Roll Dice with Friends. It's a similar website.
It's not working?
Not when I use it. The dice roll, but they always come
Oh,
up with the same number.
yeah, same number. It was working earlier. Okay.
So I put the link in the chat. We'll be sharing 2d6 now, so. But you can put a different name in the name field to change which name associated with the roll. Okay. So we left off with Finney and Hob having the tense conversation with Finney's dad, while Gary had just dropped off the, comatose, not comatose, but unconscious Percy with the school nurse. I'm thinking we can let, tensions get built up that night, start the next morning. Does anyone have any scene they want to set the day of the attack on Percy? Alrighty then. Let's cut to the next morning. So, your teacher's certainly going to have an announcement for you this morning in homeroom. Let's just cut straight to there. And as you're all filing in, there's definitely going to be some awkwardness in that about half of you participated in that just brutal beatdown, and you all kept your memories. Not to mention, Katerina now has a little group of supporters that includes who all is in that now, Katerina?
Let's see. It's
You've got
Susan, Eliza, Susan and Eliza, I think.
yep. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of awkwardness. Who wants to get there first?
Oh, I'll be there first. Everything's perfectly fine. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm gonna try to get there first and fail and see that Katerina's already there and just like shoot daggers at her.
And I just look at you in confusion, like, what's the matter, Gary?
Yeah, I've seen Mean Girls. Don't worry.
So then you should wise up and just join the club.
This is more like Heather's.
There's a lot more death, that's for sure.
Well, I hope you're not Christian Slater. Doesn't go well for you.
I would know a writer bitch.
So I think Susan heads in right after you, Gary. And yeah, Susan was the teacher's pet, kind of the classroom snitch, I guess. And now part of your gang, Cat. So
we're moving where we sit, so Eliza and Susan are on either side of me, in front of Finney.
I guess Percy doesn't need that seat anymore, yeah. So yeah, Susan's gonna take that seat next to you and just kind of like give you a sort of like half fearful, half adoring glance and look over at the teacher like, oh man, like the two people I'm loyal to are here. Who am I gonna snitch on?
I'll smile, pat her hand when she sits down.
Hob and Finney, who's next?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna show up like, and I think Megumi is walking with me, and I'm just like talking to her like, man, no, like it ain't like that. I was there. I saw it go down. I mean, I couldn't stop all them people from beating him up. I saw the whole thing, but yeah, I couldn't do nothing about it. And I think yeah, she's definitely like grilling Hob about the beatdown.
Okay. Yeah, if you're having that conversation as you walk in, the teacher, Patricia Williams, is just gonna be like, Hob, you were there.
I mean, I was near. I was adjacent.
We've had trouble finding anyone willing to come forward as a witness. Did you see who attacked Percy?
Well, it kind of happened like a blur. It's kind of like, like a whole bunch of birds, eating one thing all at the same time. I mean, you just don't even, you can't really pick out which one did it. They all did it.
How concerned are you about letting Patricia, like keeping the secret away from Patricia? And keep in mind, she also saw you draw the Ouroboros on the dean's picture last session.
Yeah, I'm pretty concerned.
I think I'm going to have you roll to keep your cool. But first, what is it that what are you most afraid of here?
I guess I'm most afraid of being like called in for more questioning. I don't feel like Hob does especially well under intense questioning. And I rolled a 4, and that's plus my cold, which is okay. So that's a 5, but yeah.
Okay, yeah, she's just gonna lock eyes with you and be like, Hob, if you saw anything at all, I'm going to have to speak with you after class. Just a fellow classmate was horribly hurt. He's in the hospital. I'm going to need to know everything you know, Hop.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I imagine that probably is costing, a lot of money for the school, and yeah, I can give a written testimony.
And I think now's a good time for Finney to head in. But as you both get in there, I want to point out that person you're framing for all this is just right there, just a few seats away from both of you. So what do you do as you head in, Finney?
So Finney rolls in and he's got his sunglasses on because he's still got golden eyes, and he like gives like a cough under his breath, like I'm sick, and like kind of tries to like just ignore this whole thing that's going on with Williams right now, just like not like bring any more attention to himself, because he'd like everyone to think that he's appropriately contrite and feeling like sad about the thing that happened yesterday, and not let on that he's going to be like that he's already like casted stones, as it were. Oh, you're muted.
Do I know what? Do I know that Katerina was the one who set that mob on Percy?
You don't know for a fact, but you got some sort of cryptic visions, I think, that a sense of like dark, cold depths of the ocean and stuff.
Right. Is that enough of an intuition to go on?
I think it's at least enough to suspect the weird drowned girl in class.
Okay. Okay, then I'll say, gee, I don't know, Katerina. What do you think happened? And then I would like to try to cast a hex. My hex is Ring of Lies. Whenever the person attempts to lie, they hear a piercing, ringing noise. Big lies will often make their knees buckle and disorient them. Severe lies can cause harm or even brain damage. Roll plus dark. That's an 8. So either it does me 1 harm or has weird side effects or triggers my darkest self.
And keep in mind, you do kind of have to say some magic words to go with the hex. So if you choose weird side effects, I think people are going to hear you for sure.
Oh wait, I forgot. I have to have a sympathetic token.
You do of me, yeah.
Yes, I got a page of your doodles. Okay, so I am. Let's see.
Darkest.
Yeah, I will.
We're all darkest self, right?
I don't think I'm darkest self.
I think
behind
everyone
the
else is.
Yeah, that's why I say join the club.
I'm going to. I guess I got to point at her and speak in tongues. There's no place for me to go do a little ritual.
Patricia is gonna like, Gary, are you all right? She's gonna like rush to your side, like, Gary, look at me. Are you having a seizure? Are you all right?
Oh, hi, Miss Williams. Yeah, sorry. Seasonal allergies, you know? Yeah. But I please don't mind me. I was just wondering what Katerina thought happened to Percy.
So what was your choice? Just so we know, the 7 or 9 choice.
Is it my choice or is it Kyle's?
You choose one.
You
I
choose.
Oh, I choose. Okay. I'm gonna take 1 harm.
All right. I don't know. I guess he just upset the wrong people, which is not a lie.
The I don't know part is.
Yeah, that's why I scratched my head
Yeah.
like that. I'm like, what the?
Yeah, I think you're definitely going to hear that piercing noise as your head just suddenly starts pounding with this bell. And Gary, you just directed the teacher's attention over to Kat, so she's gonna be like, Kat, do you know something about what happened to Percy?
No. Oh.
Just straight up saying no like that, I think that's a severe enough line. I'm gonna have you take 1 harm,
Oh.
just from the sheer psychic damage of this loud ringing noise.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, does this have a like a physical effect? Do you
Well,
think?
yeah, that's why I like So I'm actually clearly in actual pain. So hopefully the teacher will send me the nurse.
Well, she's definitely gonna run over to you this time. Like, Katerina, I think your nose is bleeding. Are you all right?
I don't feel so good. I don't know what's going on.
Both true statements.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think I should go to the nurse. Or
uh,
get out of here.
she's gonna.
I mean, my nose is. You said my nose is bleeding, so.
Yeah. Patricia's definitely gonna like look around and consider, because she just had one student start speaking in tongues, another's bleeding from the nose, a third is in the hospital. It's
Finney like stands up and is just like, I'll take her to the nurse, Professor Williams. And just to put everyone's mind at ease, my father is looking into this. I say with gravitas.
all right. Yeah, I think Patricia will be like, yes. Take Kat to the nurses, but Kat, do come back. I will want to speak with you about anything you might have learned or seen about what happened to Percy.
Maybe I don't.
So she'll let you two file out, and then, but as you head out the door, Patricia's gonna pause for a second, like, wait, where's Alex? You notice Alex Reynolds, who normally sits right next to Kat. They're just not here this morning. Anyone seen Alex?
I don't know. Can I go to the nurse?
Yes, just go
Like,
on.
I'm literally bleeding.
She's making kind of a mess and I don't want to touch her.
All right, yes, just get to the nurse, all right?
Difference between one day.
Yeah, so we leave, and as we're like heading down the hall, I'm like, I like pull like some Kleenex out of my backpack and like hand them to you to staunch the flow. But I'm just like, that's a big mess.
Gary?
Oh, I'm not talking about your little nosebleed there. I'm talking about yesterday.
I need to deal with this.
Well, you're going to have a lot more to deal with if we don't find a way to pin everything on him.
Sure, probably. But hold up, and just walking straight into the bathroom, filling up a sink. Time to gaze into the abyss. I need to figure out, how do I stop this?
Okay, I'll let you roll for that, but quick question, Finney. Are you just going to let her head into the bathroom alone?
But you could follow. I don't care.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where it's like I'm standing like against the door, like leaned up against it so nobody can get in, but like not looking at her because I don't need any more of her like hypnosis shenanigans.
All right, go ahead and roll for it.
Right. So just hit roll it, right?
Yes.
There's a 10 plus. So
Alrighty then. I want 10 up.
They ask
question. Oh, you have to get to ask your question. Yeah.
Yeah. How do I stop this noise in my head?
Well, yeah, you stare into the drowned depths, and you get this sort of wisdom coming to you. Uh, it's only going to hurt you if you tell, outright lies. That's well, that's the part that'll cause physical harm, uh, and it will fade away in. Let's get classical with this. Sundown. Let's say it'll go away with sundown. That sound all right?
Yeah, that's fine. Sure. But yeah. All right. So okay, I can deal with this. Says I got like the bloody nose look. All right. So, splash water on my face. Oh, you're looking at me. That's right.
Oh, I was specifically not looking at you.
Okay.
No,
Good.
I'm like on the opposite side of the
All
restroom,
right,
leaned
good,
up
good,
against
good.
the door, like keeping my hand at the level of my eyes.
No problem. All right. So come out, fresh, nose still bleeding, head's not pounding right now. So, okay. So this will be fine. So what about the mess? Do we really need to? What are you thinking about pinning it on him?
My father knows that it wasn't natural. And my father wants to make sure that there's nothing unnatural running around this campus aside from us.
Well, it's a little late for that.
As you and I know, but if there has to be one head on the chopping block, do you want it to be yours or do you want it to be Gary's?
I mean, clearly not me.
I didn't think so. But what I need is for you to suggest a way to entrap him. Or arrange it. I know you're very good at arranging things.
You flatter me. Also, I mean, you should be thanking me. He was planning on hunting down everyone that was different.
Yes, that is true. He was a loose end that I would have preferred to have tied up quietly and not half of the class having their hands in the pot. How did you do that anyway? I heard your voice ringing in my head telling me to do it.
I can't really explain all of it, but I'm just, sometimes I have control over people.
I'm going to try to gaze into the abyss now. I'm going to lash out a hand, Viper quick, snag it on your wrist and pull you up. And then raise my sunglasses to gaze at you with my golden eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, while I do all this while I have a -1 in dark. So
get that XP?
yeah, so it's a 6. And so my question was actually, how can I get rid of Katerina? So, I mean, of course I'm not whispering that to her. I'm just doing something threatening and dominating and closing the distance. But
so I think
hitting on me.
as you're staring at her and sort of stretching out with your serpentine senses, trying to figure out what exactly you're going to do to solve this problem. You hear the door open behind you as you kind of, got away from the door to grab her. And as it opens, you see the school nurse standing there. And he says, "Huh, funny. You were on the way to the nurses, I hear, but this isn't my office."
I whip around and golden eye on him, mesmerize. At least I got the +2 in that one.
Okay.
Which is good because I rolled a 6, so it's an 8.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a second to think about how you're gonna handle that. We'll come back to you having mesmerized him, but back in the classroom, Patricia is looking at the group, and yeah, her gaze is definitely lingering on you, Hob, as the person who clearly knows something about this. And Gary, yeah, You brought the unconscious Percy into the nurse's office yesterday, and the person who helped you vanished this morning. So, she's curious about that.
Ms. Williams is?
Yes.
Wow. Wow, Ms. Williams. I don't know. That's tough. That's a really tough question. I mean, I found Percy like that after it was all over, and we brought him to the nurses, but I don't know what happened to Alex. It's a big school, you know, stuff happens. Actually, honestly, don't remember what happened to Alex. What happened to Alex?
Nothing happened on camera. Something happened in between yesterday and today.
Okay.
Your characters haven't seen it.
Okay, well then I'm not even lying. I don't know.
Although you are kind of into Alex. They were flirting with you pretty heavily last time.
Yeah. It's a bummer. Yeah, they were cool. I mean, they are. I'm sure they are cool.
Miss Williams is like, all right, class, for just in case any of you haven't heard, Percy Williams was assaulted yesterday and put into the hospital. He's still unconscious, but they're expecting him to recover eventually. We'll be organizing group get well cards if you'd like to contribute to that. And if
Ms. Williams, can we have a vigil?
Sure.
Vigil, you know?
Yes, I'm sure we can arrange that.
Everybody likes Percy.
She's just gonna raise her eyebrow and stare at you because she knows no people didn't. As I was saying, if anyone significant look at you, Gary, and you, Hob, knows anything about what happened to Percy or why Alex is missing this morning, we'd like you to come forward. I understand that you might have gotten in over your head or got caught up in things, but if you come forward now, it will look a lot better than if something comes to light later.
I mean, Miss Williams, I already told, the headmaster everything I know. It's all good.
Yeah, so Miss Williams is going to turn her, gaze to Susan, who for once is just like looking down at her desk, like, I have no idea what's going on. This has nothing to do with me, not my jam. But you notice Eliza, who is now sitting in Percy or Alex's old seat, seems kind of anxious about this all, kind of like fidgeting and awkward. And if no one says anything about that, I think they probably just proceed with class as normal.
I'll send Eliza a note. Just like, what's up?
There's she fumbles with her phone, like nearly drops it, and just like, nothing. Everything's fine.
You dropped your phone, and I'll grab her phone and see if I can see anything on the screen.
Yeah, she's in the middle of writing a message to Kat, and it is a long message, and it looks like she's been fiddling with it for a while. And it's sort of, you don't have a long time to read it before she just snatches it out of your hands. But there's looks like a long message about how I'm finally going to prove I'm worthy for you, Kat. Once and for all, I'm going to make you appreciate me.
Actually, she snatches out of my hands. I'm just like, you're welcome.
Yeah, thanks, Gary. Thanks. Yeah, and she's just gonna head back to her phone, focusing on that.
Okay. Can I get anything of hers? I mean, we're not sitting next to each other, but maybe I'll just move back one seat into Kat's seat. So I'm sitting next to Eliza.
Yeah, I think, Eliza's not in, very distracted this morning, so I think you have a shot. The question: What are you worried about? Like, what's the worst case scenario here?
That Eliza catches me taking something out of her backpack and exposes me to Miss Williams.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll for that. That'd be plus cold. Sorry, yeah, cold.
That's one. It's an 8.
Okay. I'll let you. I'll let you grab something from Eliza. With that, either Eliza won't notice or Miss Williams won't notice. Pick one.
Shit. I'll have Ms. Williams not notice.
Okay. Yeah, I think you reach your hand into like Eliza's backpack when she's just focused on the text, and you're able to just like grab her journal out of there.
Ooh, nice. Okay, I just wanted a token, but this could be juicy. But she sees me do it.
Yeah, she catches a glance at it, but she strangely doesn't make a fuss about it. She just kind of shoots you a death glare and then turns back to her phone.
Then, if it's possible, I'm gonna just tear a sheet out of it, like the last one she was writing on, and give her and give her the journal back. But I want her not to see me take the sheet out.
All right, you're able to get the last sheet, and you notice it's it's not writing, it's a sketch. And it looks like it's some sort of like waterlogged cave. And there seems to be someone like tied in the water, like trapped in the water, like chained down to something in there.
I'm sure that's fine. Okay. I give her the journal back, like, oh, you caught me. And
Okay. Now let's cut back to the bathroom where you've just mesmerized the nurse, Finny.
Does this nurse have a name? Yes, Norman Arriaga.
Yeah.
Okay. And of course, since I got the mid-roll, it's like full serpent tongue, like Mr. Arriaga. Basically, let's see. So on a 7 to 9, it'll still work, but only if I hiss loudly the entire time, and they definitely know something weird happened. So basically, I say, I kind of just hold him there, and I like wave my hand at Katerina, like, do something.
Cat?
What do you want me to do? You want me to talk to your dad? I'll go talk to the headmaster.
No. And I basically say, to the extent that like Mr. Arriaga should come in and clean you up, and like yeah, that's what I do.
Why did you like of all the things to do, Finny, you just jump straight to that. Okay.
You were making such a big deal about your stupid bloody nose.
Yeah, we were going trying not to break your concentration so he doesn't hear all of this, but we're just gonna go to him anyway.
I think as you let your mesmerism fade, he just sort of like wavers for a second as he like comes back to himself, like, what was I?
Hey,
you
Cat.
Yeah.
Your nose.
Mm-hmm.
Let me.
I've got like a migraine, or something. I don't know.
Don't know. That's a lie.
And like you buckle over at that point. I go, yes, Mr. Arias, something's obviously wrong with her, and that's the reason I didn't take her directly to the nurse office. She collapsed, and I brought her in here because we were so close, because I thought she was going to throw up or something.
Uh, Ariaga is gonna give you a look, Finny, and it's like,
Can I get some pills?
uh,
Whatever, like really strong aspirin.
yeah, just come with me to the nurses, to my office, Cat. You too, Finny, because I can't help but notice that your brother disappears, and then your lackey disappears.
Percy was a dear friend of mine, Mr. Ariaga, and I'm sure that you are not attempting to imply anything about the headmaster's son.
Okay, that's
I'm
to
rolling.
shut someone
Yeah.
down.
So that's a 5.
God, I love it when you get forceful.
Yeah. You know what? It's the finale. I'm gonna go hard with this. The sink is still full with water where Kat was gazing into the abyss, and some of her like bloody nose got into it.
Mhm.
And there's this sort of bubble out of it, like it sort of just erupts, and something like passes out of there, something you can't quite see, but a spirit sort of flows into Mr. Ariaga, who's still a little befuddled from that whole mesmerism thing. And he sort of staggers on his feet, and then his gaze turns to you, Finny, and his eyes turn gold. It's like, hello, brother.
I'm gonna reach out and grab him by the shoulders and smash his head into the porcelain.
Lash out physically.
It's the finale, right? It's a 7.
All right, you harmed them, but choose one of the options.
Seems like a you problem.
Was it I harm them, but they learn something about my true nature and gain a string on me? I was hoping to just kill him, but I guess that's too much to ask.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to go with both Norman Ariaga and your brother get a string on you there. So, yeah, I think Norman's going to remember this.
And when he wakes up in whatever little oubliette I put him in.
Yeah, you smash his head against the mirror, and I think, what is it that would shine through in this moment? Are you scared? Are you angry? What's your main emotion?
I'm angry. My little brother needs to just stay dead. I have worked too hard to get here, and I am sick of that little snake like slithering his way back into my life.
Okay. You know what? You sucker punched him, and Ariaga was kind of woozy from the mesmerism and the possession. So I'm gonna, he sort of glares at you in that angry sibling defiance, like, oh, he's gonna get you. He's just waiting for his chance, and then he just sort of sags and collapses into the bathroom, the girls' bathroom. What do you do?
I'm going to attempt to keep my cool and shuffle him into one of the secret entrances in the hallway and hope that no one will discover us.
What are you doing? Why are you doing?
I am trying to hold everything together right now. The last thing I need.
If your brother leaves that body, then you just have a nurse locked up in the walls.
He only seems to be able to leave the bodies when they are exercised. There's no reason to think that he can just freely move in and out of bodies. He's like, that's not how any possession I've ever heard of works.
How? I haven't dealt with it much in the past. Have you?
No, this is my first, but I've watched the movies.
Go ahead and roll plus cold.
It's a 7, barely.
Okay, you can keep him contained, but it's gonna keep you busy. Like it's gonna take you a while to just find some way to restrain him in the secret passages. So you'll probably be there for the rest of the class period.
That's fine with me.
Cat, do you help, or what are you doing now?
I've got this killer headache. I mean, do you need my help?
And I like pick him up just like by myself because, superhuman strength. And I just be like, no, I need you to get yourself cleaned up.
God, you're so hot.
I didn't even have to roll to turn them on.
Okay, so we're in the bathroom, so I start cleaning myself up in front of you. Yeah, that's right. I can do that. Turn you on.
Go for it.
7 plus a 1, 7 or 9. I don't.
All right, Fede, you get to choose from those options. You can give yourself to her, promise something you think she wants, or get embarrassed and act awkward, or give her a string.
She like at this point it's actually like an eye roll and like you just get the string. I'm just like, we've played this game before. Now is not the time.
It always goes well.
So, do you head back to class once you've cleaned yourself up?
Oh,
Where do you go?
the nurse's office, I guess. I still want, strong medication. It's not my fault the nurse doesn't show up. But when they don't, if Finney leaves me, I'll go see the headmaster. He mentioned dealing with that, so
Okay.
I want to get ahead of this.
Yeah, you can go to the nurses to start rooting around for those, some painkillers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Back in the classroom, I think she's called homeroom early for the day, and is like, you all can take a long, slow walk to your next class. But Hob, I'm going to need to speak with you. Stay here.
All right. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
And Megumi hangs around too because, yeah, she can tell something's going wrong here. Gary, what do you do?
I would like to hear what Hobbs says. So if I'm allowed to stay behind, I will. If I'm not, then I'll see. I don't think I have any token of Hobbs anymore. Let me,
Looking at the text of the move, I think you only need the token to perform the ritual, like from afar in secret. You can, if you're willing to speak in tongues nearby.
Okay, well, yeah, then if I could be outside and cast watching, then I'll see the world through Hobbs' eyes.
All right, go ahead and roll for that.
Okay. Ooh, a 5. No.
Out of curiosity, which of the options would you have chosen on a 7 to 9?
Weird side effects.
I was hoping you'd choose that.
Oh, no.
Hob, you don't know this, but I think your thoughts are going to start rippling out to people nearby. So, like, everyone nearby is going to start sort of hearing your thoughts. And they may not pick up on it consciously, but it's going to be there in the background.
Like everyone except me? Or me included?
Including you.
Okay.
But also including Miss Williams, Megumi, and probably a few nearby students. So, Miss Williams is going to be, Hob, I always thought you were a good boy.
Well, I mean, man, I am a good boy. I mean, that's what my daddy always told me. That's what everybody really always told me.
She's gonna move closer to you and like put a hand on your shoulder and like, Hob, I think you're better than what's been happening.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what Megumi always tells me. But I'm rolling with the punches, you know?
Is that what you really think?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And I think, like, because my thoughts are rippling out, right? Like, I am definitely, like, in the back of my head thinking through every single time that Megumi has told me, like, come on, you're better than this. Come on. They don't have, they're not out for your best interests.
But Miss Williams, her gaze is just gonna swivel over to Megumi and like, Megumi, what's been going on with Hob lately? And she's just gonna tell everything she knows about how you started going out with Finny, and then Finny cheated on you with Kat, and then you had like revenge makeouts with Eliza, and then Eliza blurted that out to Susan and Kat and everyone, and now something even more has happened that made things even weirder after that, and just and you know something about what's okay. Fair enough. I don't think Finny's exclusive either, but Megumi and Miss Williams will assume that. So yeah, there's just a whole bunch of information coming out here, Rob.
I mean, yeah, I mean, all right, like it looks bad, when you put it all like that, but like a pie don't really look all that good until you're done baking it, right?
Hob, I think Finny's leading you down a bad path.
Well, I mean, he's the headmaster's son, I mean, I think he knows what he's doing.
Do you really?
Sometimes.
Yeah, I think everyone's going to pick up on that doubt there. And Miss Williams is going to put a second hand, both shoulders now, just like, Hob, I've worked for Rupert Ellenham at this school for 2 of the longest years of my life. I can guarantee you, Ellenhams are not always right. And if Finney takes after his dad, that is not a mark in his favor.
Yeah, I think in Hobbs' head, he's just thinking of all the times that Finney has like told him one thing and then did another thing, and oh, yeah, it's like, well, I mean, I understand what you're saying, but it's hard. You just don't understand how hard it is. I mean, I love him. He might not always be right. But that ain't mean he's a bad person.
Okay, I think you're simultaneously triggering excuses are my armor, because you are ignoring his blatant problems with how he's murdered his brother.
Yeah, that is kind of a big one.
And I think you also are kind of forgiving him for all the crap he's dragged you into, so you're triggering sympathy is my weapon, so you get a string on him too. And do you actually agree with all that stuff you're saying? Like, is that the thoughts that are coming out too?
No, I think thought-wise, I am trying to think of how I can get myself out of this. Like, I have definitely dug myself in so deep at this point, and it's definitely going to end badly if I stay this path, and I want out. And that's what I'm thinking.
Megumi's gonna pick up on that desperation and be like, Hob, It's not too late. We can fix this. Whatever Finney's got you into, we can get you out. And Miss Williams chime in, yes, we can make this work. I don't care what happened. Just tell me what you know and what you saw, and I'll make sure you never see court. That you never get in trouble with the police. Whatever happens, I'll make sure you stay clean. Just tell me now.
Well, all right, but first, I mean, I need you to tell me, what you talked to Finney about when he came and met with you, at your place.
Oh, good point. Yeah, over the weekend, Finney came by and mesmerized her. To get information about
The other classmates about like their secrets that they had imparted into her, and then I had mesmerized her to think that she was just helping me study.
I think I might have Hob roll Gaze into the Abyss to help her recover those memories. Does that sound fair, Finney?
Sure. Everything's going up like a fire anyway.
Roll plus dark, Hob.
That's probably not good. Yeah, that's a 2.
Oh, okay, yeah, I was gonna offer you to let you use some strings, but nothing's fixing that.
Yeah, I would need a lot of strings for that. I mean, I have a lot of strings, but...
Okay. You ask her these questions about what happened, because she met with Finney, but with the mesmerism, it's just... She's just sort of wrestling with these memories and things. But then, she's just struggling. Hands clutched to her head as it gets like worse, and there's almost like a pain after a while. But we just talked about regular schoolwork, but no, he was asking about personal information, things students had taught me in confidence, and what is his eyes? His eyes turned gold. Those weren't human eyes. Finney Ellenham isn't human.
Well, I mean, yeah, like him and his daddy both got gold eyes. I thought everybody knew that. Like, they both show it to me. I thought that was just a thing. I thought they were just contacts or something.
Hob, are you gonna fill them in on what's been happening the last...
See, fill them in on what's been happening is very broad. I think I'm going to tell them... I mean... Okay, I'll put it this way. I mean, look, I had to meet with the headmaster because, his son went missing, and look, I've been seeing Finney sometimes, outside of class, and headmaster thought that Finney might have done something to his brother, and maybe he did. I mean, it's possible, right? I mean, somebody sent me this video, and it's really hard to see, on my phone, but it could be anybody. I don't know if it's Finney or not.
Miss Williams is gonna clutch your phone and stare at the video of Finney and Kat drowning his brother. And just be like, this is... Hob? Hob, do you mind if I borrow your phone for a bit?
Well, I mean, look, it's so low resolution. That could just be a video of, Tomb Raider. I don't know. It's really low resolution. I mean, you can't really even tell what that is.
Hob? Hob, I need you... It's going to be okay, Hob. I am going to fix this.
I mean, that's not a good video, ma'am. I mean...
Just Just you and Megumi, just look after yourself. Be safe, and don't worry. I'm going to take care of us. I'm going to keep you safe. I'm going to protect all of you.
All right, yeah, it's just, you know what? Okay.
And yeah, Miss Williams is going to head out of the classroom on with that. She's just almost in a daze, just sort of muttering to herself as she heads off.
With Hobbs' phone.
Yes.
Lovely.
And on that, I think I'm going to take a 10-minute break, and then we can get back to, well, actually, a lot has been going on. We'll figure out which bridge we burn next when we get to it. All right, see you in 10. And we're back. All right. After the break, does anyone have a particular scene they want to leap back into?
I want to talk with Verdi.
All right then. So, what was that?
I'm curious what the drawing I scored.
Okay. Yeah, we can jump to
I
you.
want to hear about Ferdy. I kind of want to hear about Ferdy too. So.
Yeah. All right, let's go with Finney. You've got your brother chained up in the body of the school nurse in a secret passageway.
Yep. And so I kind of like lean over, like give him like a little shake, and when he doesn't like necessarily come to, I just slap him.
Hello, Finney.
Ferdinand, back again from the grave, I see.
I'll keep coming back, you know. I'll keep coming until I drag you back there with me.
Yes, you've always been a persistent little thing, haven't you?
I had the drive you always lacked.
Really? Because I have you chained up in a basement right now, and I've killed you once, maybe twice, if you count the exorcism.
Never sticks, does it?
No, and I'm afraid it probably won't, which is why I've come to you with an offer.
I'm listening.
I've already told Father that you are no longer amongst the living. So at least one big part of your big revenge plot is already foiled. He doesn't know it was me yet, and I intend to keep it that way. But I was thinking that there's a way that we could both get what we want.
I want a great deal.
Well, I think that a body that I don't keep killing would probably be one of those things.
Tell me more.
Your body is very likely already fish food, or at least decomposed to the point where you can't have it back. But there is a body that seems to be able to do a lot of really interesting things. There's two of those bodies, actually, but I'm more interested in the one that pushed you out of the last little shell that you were walking around in. And you see, I will be the heir, Ferdy. That's just the way it's going to be. But you can still be a part of the family, and you can still be very valuable to the Ellinghams in a different way. Maybe a more enchanted way. If we... Go ahead.
No, you can go.
If we... I've already put Father on Gary's scent, and if there's some way that we can shunt his soul out of his body and let you take over it, maybe you get all of those little magic tricks that he can do.
I don't think you have a string on him, do you?
I don't, and that's why I'm going to offer. And then think about it. The sibling rivalry could really begin again in earnest.
Whole new body. Whole new bag of tricks. You know, I've learned things on the other side. Things I'd love to teach you. Yes. Yes, I think this will be fun.
If I let you go, do I have to worry that you'll come back to me?
Not until I have Gary's body.
Do you swear it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm seeing if I can extort a string out of him for it.
You're offering him a pretty good deal. Yeah, you get a string.
Cool. All right. I'm trying to clean up my mess. And then I'd like to also say that I truly have found my path forward, the best of both worlds. I know how to be the murderous snake son of a bitch that I am, and also walk amongst the humankind. I would like to say that this is me accepting my complicated place in this world.
Deal. Yeah, I can get that.
Cool. Yeah. So, as I like undo the chains and they like wrap, like, or not wrap, but like tussle against my knuckles and things, the snake skin just sheds off, and I give my eyes a rub, and they're green again.
Yeah, and the light sort of fades out of Norman. Actually, no, wait, he would be stuck in the body, but he's just like, okay, let's see about getting me that new body. And I think we
Deal.
can end that scene there.
Yep.
Gary, you've been listening in on Hobbs' thoughts, so you probably have a decent idea of what kind of guy Finney is. And you also got that spooky sketch of someone tied up underwater. What are you going to do?
I need to talk to somebody who knows more about what this sketch might be about. Maybe that's Hob. I've definitely been getting a sense of all Hobbs' doubts, like you say. So Ms. Williams left Hob and Megumi in the room, right?
That's right.
So I see her walk out, and I go right there, right into the classroom. And I say, Megumi, take a hike.
You know what? Yeah, we'll just shut someone down.
Sure. I'm not so good at that, but it'll be fine. What now? That's a 6.
Okay, I'll keep that in the bank, but she leaves exactly as you asked for right now.
I mean, can I have her stay?
Sure, if you want, yeah.
Because, yeah, I think when you come in and say that, like, she starts to leave, like, probably looking kind of dejected. And I think I want to grab her by the wrist and just be like, no, look, Megumi has to stay here. I gotta protect her. The teacher said so.
You know, that's fine. That's fine. That's totally fine. That's fine, Megumi. Hi, let's be friends. But Hab, I think you might be able to tell me more about what this picture means than Megumi can.
Oh, geez, one of these tests again where you show me a bunch of pictures.
No, it's just Eliza made this drawing. Eliza seems to want Katerina to like her really, really badly. Seems willing to do anything for Kat. And as you and I know, when people are willing to do anything for Kat, things don't work out so well. They didn't work out so well for Percy, did they? So let's find a way out of this mess, Hob. You, me, Megumi, everybody. What's going on here? Who's been chained up in this underground lake, I'm guessing?
All right, I mean, look, it's the same thing in the video that I showed the teacher. In that video, ain't nobody gonna be able to tell what's even going on in that video. Look, it was a mess.
Just to be clear, Hob, Ferdinand was chained up. Well, he was sealed inside the water-filled coffin. This is someone else.
Oh, it's just a different one?
This is a different person.
Oh. Jeez.
Uh-oh.
All right, then, in that case, I take a step back. I mean, it's kind of like what happened. It's kind of like what happened to Ferdinand. I mean, you know, somebody being chained up and in an underground island in a lake, and you know, I don't know who that is.
Uh-huh. Maybe somebody who went missing in the last 12 hours?
Yeah, I mean, people have a habit of going missing around here. So,
Finney's a vicious piece of work, isn't he?
I mean, he
You may
can
not be
be.
you may not be ready to say that. I'm ready to say that. So but you say he can be. Can he be a nice, generous, gentle, loving person?
I mean, yeah, definitely.
What? Since when?
Well, I mean, you got to get to know him,
When
and
has he been nice?
I mean,
Uh-huh.
when he hugs me just the right way, and well, there was this one time actually, he was out practicing, and he was awfully nice to me out on the practice field, and I mean, look, I don't want to kiss and tell. I mean, and Megumi don't want to hear none of this.
Can we separate out like somebody being really fucking hot from somebody being like at all not a piece of shit? Like just just sort of separate just part the
Oh, yeah. I mean, I kind of get what you're saying. Like, separate out the hog from the ham, right? Like, I get it.
if you will. Um, okay. So look, we'll just put a pin in that. It we might be able to save somebody's life here. Maybe we should see if we can't do that. Maybe that should be like a number one fucking priority. Like maybe way up here.
All right.
Just a suggestion. Do you want to go try? Can you help me find this place and save someone's life?
I mean, yeah, I think I know where that place is, but I mean, the teacher ran off with my phone, and she did say stay here and to stay safe. And I don't think going to that place is going to be the safest.
We can't do anything about your phone right now, but I want to help you with that later.
Well, I'm not interested in the phone. I'm just saying that she has it. I mean, it was like a $20 phone. You can get them at the Whale Mart. It's fine.
Okay, well then, hey, how about maybe saving someone's life? Just
But I mean, if we go there, like, we'd be in big trouble.
why?
Well, I mean, not a lot of people know where it's at, and it's where somebody maybe sort of died a little bit.
Just a little. Sometimes we do the right thing. Yeah, do the dangerous thing, right?
I mean, look, all right, I'll take you there, but Megumi has to come with us. I gotta keep her safe, and
Okay,
by my side is the only safest place I know.
okay,
I'll watch your back, Hop.
all right.
And let's cut that in that scene and cut to Kat in the nurse's office.
Yeah. Rifling through. Like, I don't think getting the drugs will be the hard part, right?
No, you're definitely able to find some like pretty
So,
strong
yeah.
ibuprofen.
Yeah. Pop them, take the bottle, head to the headmasters.
On the way out of the office, you're gonna see, Eliza and Susan are gonna hurry up to you, and Eliza's just gonna be like, "Oh, Kat, I'm glad I caught you. I didn't know you needed her. I'd have gotten to you sooner, but I've got some Vicodin you could use."
Oh, thank you. Yes, that will help dull the pain. So yeah, I will take them. What's the problem?
No problem. I okay. I've been saying that I proved to you that I was good. That you should keep me in this, and I've done it. I finally come up with a way to prove it once and for all.
Oh boy, mind racing. What is that?
Okay, so I know you took care of Ferdy because you didn't like he was competition on the swim team, and I get that. We don't need anyone to show you up. That's bad. So I did that again for you. I went out and I got Alex.
Okay. And did what?
Oh, it was great. It went so well. I got them when they weren't surprising, and I got them all tied up, and they're down by the lake. Where you went down and you drowned Ferdy. I was watching. I know you didn't know, but I was watching, and I brought Alex there, and they're tied up now, and I think they're pretty good swimming, so they can probably still be treading water, but they're there if you want them. If you want to drown them and finish them, you can. They're there waiting for you, ready for you to finish.
I did want to kill them. That was very good initiative, but I didn't ask you to do that.
But
you shouldn't go doing things without my permission.
But I need to.
So you made a mess, and you're gonna have to clean up this mess. I can't help you with this. I've got some things I have to deal with. I'm about to be the headmaster. And knowing this would be quite bad.
Okay, I think you're shutting her down. And Susan...
Yeah.
Susan is here to help you, so you get a +1 for your gang support.
All right. And that's cold, right?
Yes.
All right. So I'm rolling flat. Or do it... what's the... What do strings do on NPCs?
You can spend them to get a +1, or you can alternatively spend a string to tempt them to do what you want.
Yeah, I want to do that instead of rolling.
Absolutely. What are you tempting Eliza to do?
Clean it up.
Okay. Eliza is, gonna kind of like wilt under your words and like, yes.
And I'll reach out and I'll brush her cheek. I'm sure you don't want to disappoint me.
She just like melts into your hand. Like, yes, I'll do it all.
And I'll reward her with a kiss right now. So don't fuck this up.
I won't. I'll prove it. I'll prove that I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
And she rushes off.
Hold up. Well, if she's gone, it's even funnier. But the nurse's office is wide open. Maybe you can find something to help Alex forget. But if she's gone, that's even better because then it's messier.
Yeah, I think she left before you mentioned that, and Susan stayed behind, looking after like the fleeing Eliza back at you, and like if Eliza's out, can I be your second?
Well, we'll have to see, won't we? But there's a strong possibility that could occur.
Just
let
me
need
know.
To find a replacement. You're pretty close to Ms. Williams, aren't you?
Yes. I tell her everything. She trusts me.
Okay. Well then, we'll need some more one-on-one time later on tonight. I have to go to the headmaster. Come along.
All right. She heads with you.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'll just knock on the door or enter. I don't know. I might be expected.
Yeah, as you're heading across the campus to the from the schoolroom to the headmaster's manor, you are gonna glimpse Miss Williams in the background. She's walking very hurriedly with a wheelbarrow. It's empty right now, but she's got a wheelbarrow for some reason.
All right, well, I guess we're just gonna talk to her now because this is confusing. Ms. Williams, what are you doing?
Oh, um, the the gardener just needed a hand with some things, and we're short staffed right now, so I'm just helping the gardener is all.
Really?
Yes, exactly that. Yes.
Um, do you need some help? I mean, I wasn't able to. I've still got a bit of a headache, but
No,
I
no. I can
I need to
take care
make
of.
up classes or whatever. Um,
She's gonna put a hand on your shoulder, Cat. I
I'm
can
gonna
take
reach
care of.
up and touch her hand and like rub my thumb along her hand.
I wasn't going for it this time, but roll to turn her on.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. And that's when like my face will change as I do. I give her a glimpse into the truth. Well, it's a 6, but I have I get the roll plus dark, so that's an 8. So I'll get to choose one and take the condition exposed, which I'm already. So you're gonna maybe figure something else out. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm darkest self. But yeah, no, I'm gonna fascinate her.
Let's see. You've got your gang to boost you, but that only takes you to a 9. I don't think there's a way to get to a 10 here. Okay, yeah, you fascinate her.
Mm-hmm. It's always my goal.
She's just gonna stare at you with like, you're not human either, are you?
No.
I have to take care of them. The Finny and the headmaster. They're not human. I have to. They're going after students. I have to deal with them.
No, you don't.
I don't.
You don't. No. You just, unless you see them do anything, you can't actually do any. You shouldn't actually do anything, should you?
But I saw Finny. I saw Finny drown his brother. You helped.
Are you sure you saw that?
I think so.
You should come with me.
She tags along. Yeah, she just kind of like leaves the wheelbarrow.
We can talk to the headmaster together.
Okay, yeah, the 3 of you head over to the headmasters.
All right. So if you want to cut away to someone else right now.
Yeah, Finny. Let's see. I think Gary and Hob are heading to the underground cavern area. Is that right? Okay. Finny, what are you doing now that you've made an alliance with the ghost of your dead brother?
Well, I think it would be interesting to. I think it would be interesting to smell Hob and Gary together and decide that I'm going to go see what that's all about.
I think that'll work. You can tag along with Hob and Gary as they head to the underground chamber area. Are you going to bring Ferdy along with you?
Oh, I'm gonna ask him to tail quietly because he knows these secret passages as well as I do, probably better.
Okay. So yeah, I think the 4 of you are heading down there.
I meant like tail as in like not letting the other 2 know that he was there.
Right. He's secretly tagging along in the back. Hob, you're probably leading the way there because you're in the front and you know where it is. Describe as you lead Gary down into the chamber.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of like very small tunnels where we have to kind of shimmy our way through that are kind of lit just by torchlight. I'm kind of wishing that I had my stupid flip phone with me, because even that at least provided a little bit more light. And yeah, I think without too much trouble, I mean, I'm keeping Megumi behind me and then Gary behind her, and I think it's a quiet journey. Not really a lot to talk about down in the tunnels. And without too much trouble, I think we make it through to the underground chamber.
And you see the big snake statue there as before, with the sarcophagus still sealed, presumably with Ferdy's body inside.
I'm like, that's different.
I think I like flash my cell phone light and I'd be like, yeah, there was all these rumors that Aldrich Ellenham was an occultist. That's why all these secret caverns exist underneath the school. And I announce myself. That's how I announce myself.
Hey, Fanny.
I like walk over and like just like give a quick like peck on the cheek on Hob, and like don't even like say hi or anything. Just like stand there with like an arm wrapped around her shoulders and be like, "Did y'all come down here to smoke or something?"
Well, I don't. Yeah, I mean, Gary, why'd we come down here?
I made Hob bring me down here
That's
because
weird. He's my boyfriend.
Not like that, because I got the impression that somebody down here might be about to die. Somebody might have tried to kill somebody down here, and I wanted to try to save their life if I could. So
just out of character real quick, is Alex here down in the subterranean lake or at the docks near the outdoor lake?
You haven't seen yet, but yeah, out of character, they're down here.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, so cool. And I just go like nobody's allowed down here except like staff. Like, I don't know why y'all are coming down here. Like, this is just like janitorial and all this old stuff.
I'm sure you're right, and I really feel bad about breaking the rules and all, but I just want to take a quick look around, and then I'll go, and then I'll leave right away. And if you need to get me in trouble, then that's what you got to do. I don't want to stay long. I'm already here, right?
And I kind of like, oh, go ahead.
Look, we might as well stop beating around the bush. I mean, look, Finny, I told him that you ain't exactly normal, and Gary, I think Gary's got some stuff going on too. And look, just me and Megumi want to just, we just want to do what's right. All right.
That's all, Finny. Do what's right. And yeah, I'm not really normal.
And I like
screw normal.
I like look at like I do this like thing. I got like my arm around him still, and I look at Hob and I'm just like, do what's right, hey? And I ask him, it's like, Hob, what's the right thing to do? Because I thought that, when I like welcomed you into my family, that we were on the same page about what was right.
I'm pretty sure you're shutting him down.
Sure, yeah.
But maybe with hot,
so, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm also gonna let me just double check. So I'm gonna spend a string just right off the bat. I wish I could just burn all of the strings to do that. But okay, so okay, yeah, just spending the string brings it up to a 10. So let's see here. On a shut someone down. On a 10 up, choose one from below. They lose a string on you. If they have no strings on you, gain one on them. They gain a condition. I'd like to give you the condition. What is it? Let's see. I want to give you the condition one of us. And yeah, that'll be my thing. And so now I only have 7 strings on you.
I mean, yeah, I mean, you did welcome me into your family, and that was all well and good, but I mean, then you welcomed Katerina, and I don't even know who else is welcome in your family.
The
I
Ellingham
thought it was
family.
special.
And I turn around and I cup your face in my hands, and I'm like, the Ellingham family thinks that many people can be a part of our clan, but I chose you first because you're special to me, not just the Ellinghams. And that's to turn someone on. I'm going to spend another string just to boost it even more. Yeah, so that puts it at a 13.
So that hits pretty hard, Hob. You give him a string and pick one of the options.
Oh man. Like, I think I want to get embarrassed and act awkward because I think while you're doing this, like, I'm still like holding on to Megumi's hand in just like a really screwed up situation here. And so, yeah, I think you do that. And I'm just like kind of, averting my gaze, like trying to look at her, and then she's looking down. But then I'm looking back at you and like staring quite intently back at you.
I'm going to see where your eyes keep going, and I'm going to look over at Megumi, and I'm going to hypnotize her.
Okay, I'll let you roll for that, but Gary, you see all of this going on, and Finney's clearly working his mojo on Hob over here. What are you thinking about this?
I really would love to drive a wedge between Finney and Hob, but I think I might have to save somebody's life first. So I'll just say, look, Finney, at some point you got to grow up and get past all this Ellingham bullshit. But you know what? Right now, I don't even really care. I gotta see if I can save somebody's life. So you do you, and then I'm gonna look for Alex.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the mesmerize roll, Finney.
Yeah, it was a 9. No, and this was my hypnotic, the one that I just took. Yeah. So on a 10 up, they do exactly what you wish and have no idea that anything is wrong. On a 7 to 9, the hypnosis works, but choose one. They realize exactly what you've done to them. They fuck up your commands, or their sanity is unhinged. So I'm gonna turn to Megumi, and I'm just gonna be like, Megumi, I know that Hob is worried about you, and I just want you to know that any friend of the Ellinghams is a friend of mine, and nothing bad will happen to them. So it's always great to know that we can count on you. And so my compulsion is that she will not betray the Ellinghams, and she knows exactly what I've done to her.
Oh, that's gonna be a thing. So as she sort of wrestles with those that new compulsion, Gary, yeah, you see there's a pretty steep the slope into the lake near the altar has a pretty steep slope, and just a few feet off you see Alex there with like some sort of the feet down, probably chained to something in the, underwater, just like treading water, barely keeping their head above water. And as you get close, their eyes fix on you like, Gary, you gotta help me. Eliza dragged me down here, tossed me in the water.
Yeah, I'm coming, Alex. Hang on. I'm gonna go down there and see if I can get these shackles off him.
So as you're seeing him work with that, are Finney, you, Hob, gonna do anything about this?
I heard the name Eliza, and just it is bait. I'm gonna take it. and I'm gonna be like, what was Eliza doing down here, and why is Alex all chained up? This, and I look at Hob and I'm like, Hob, do you know what's going on here?
No, look, Gary. He told me that he knew something about somebody being down here, and I just let him down here, and I thought I was doing the right thing.
If Eliza put Alex down here, then Eliza is obviously crazy and could have done any number of things.
I don't care. I've been treading water for hours here. Please, I'm getting tired. Someone get me to shore.
I like go over, like I hold Hobbs' hand and give it a squeeze, and then like do the thing where like I walk away and our hands like reach between us, and then I let it go and go help to pull Alex out of the water.
You just break those chains off her, like through super snake strength.
I mean, I like make a show of it. I'm like, look, oh, I think one of the links is broken, and I like snap it, but say that it was must have come undone. It's like I dive into the water and do it, and like you can't see me.
And together you drag Alex to shore, and they're like gasping for breath and clearly exhausted. And I don't know when Alex jumped me or Eliza jumped me, and or how long I've been down here. Oh, thank God! I thought I was going to drown down here. What is this place, anyways? Why is there a snake statue?
All good questions.
My great grandfather was a bit of a weird one. The family has a lot of heirlooms that we just, it's better if we don't declare where we got them from. The government can be kind of grabby, so we don't usually tell anybody about this. And Alex, like, I'm so sorry that this happened. My father will take care of everything. We will make sure that everything will be easy and smooth for you for the rest of your tenure here. You don't have, please don't tell anyone that this happened. It could ruin the school. It could ruin my family.
Again with your fucking family. Who cares? Make your own life.
They're my family. Don't you have a family?
Yeah, but I don't go around being concerned about the Benandanti legacy and all this. I have my own life. Finny,
I don't tell you how to live your life, so maybe you should stop telling me how to live mine, Gary.
Hey, just pro tip, when my life starts involving people getting captured and killed and then more people having to be pulled under to take care of the earlier stuff, then I think maybe you might have a few salient points about telling me my life.
And I just turn around on him and is like, well, maybe if you came from a family that was as prestigious and with a lineage that scrawls as far back as mine does, maybe I'll take your opinion into account. Pulling out the classism.
Who cares about lineage?
Well, this is
and I'm like,
down.
You shut down? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's a 12. Like.
Okay, I'm suddenly deeply ashamed of the holes in my jeans.
It doesn't have to be that. Like maybe it's just like
No, the whole thing, the holes. My Italian grandparents, like, no, I feel bad about all of it.
I mean, you're totally allowed to feel how you want, but it is just like he's pulling classism on you. So, like,
no,
it doesn't have to.
No,
like,
I'm just saying, it was such a good role. I'm just like. Anyway, I'm
I don't think Gary has a string or a sympathetic token on Ferdinand.
Right.
So in that case, you can gain a string on him, or give him a condition, or take +1 forward. Finny?
On Finny? Or on me,
Finny can take +1 forward.
I think I'll take a string on Gary. That'll prove useful.
All right.
So how's Alex doing?
Alex is just glad to be out of the water, just as big gasping breaths and like, I don't know what's going on here, and I don't care. Just get me back to my dorm, please.
Yeah, we'll get you right to your dorm. Megumi, could you help out here?
Yes, absolutely, sir.
Sir.
Does she let go of Hov's hand to come over and help me?
Yes, but it's sort of a clinging thing while she goes about it. And yeah, she's gonna, move over, help Alex up, and I think you're just gonna barely hear her whisper to Alex, "Just get away from the Allenheims." Or Allenhams. Which isn't technically betraying you, but it's just like, Alex, get away from us.
All right, well, Megumi, I guess I'll catch up with you later. Just do the right thing, right? I mean, you just got to get her back.
So what about Eliza?
Funny you should mention that. Because as you're heading out from this, hidden passageway to the underground, you notice one of the doors isn't opening. In fact, it appears to be jammed or blocked from the other side. And you can hear someone moving stuff around on the other side of the door. Lots of grunting and shoving and dragging noises.
I think I pound on the side of the wall and it's like, hey, who's out there?
Finny? Eliza says. You're in there?
Yeah, this is and I just be like, Eliza, what are you doing?
I'm taking care of things. I'm taking care of all of it. I'm gonna fix all my fuck ups, and you're here too, so I can take care of you and Alex and at once, and it's gonna be great. I'm gonna fix everything, and Kat will love me, and she'll take me back, and it'll be great.
What?
Yeah, I think I go in and start banging on the door too. But hey, Eliza, no, it's me, Hob. I'm in here too. You don't need to clean up me. Just let me out, please.
You learned about Alex. I can't let anyone know what I did to Alex. It'll blow back on Kat. I can't let Kat suffer for my mistakes.
Hey, Eliza.
Well, I could have pretended not to know that you did it until you just said it.
But Kat doesn't love anybody. So you're going to be waiting a long time for that love.
And I scream Eliza, there are 5 people in here. It doesn't matter what you were trying to do. You can still make this right. You just need to let us out.
5 people and 1 exit. You know much about chimneys, Finny? They're interesting. 1 little fire, and they'll suck all the oxygen out of a room.
All right, look, Eliza, there's 5 of us in here, and gosh dang it, all of us got superpowers and stuff. So if we get out of here, then you're in trouble. You better hope we don't.
Yes, I do hope that. And I think you hear the clicking noise as she flicks a lighter into life on the far side of the door.
I'm going to use my the token I have on Eliza as try to cast binding, which she cannot physically harm others.
Okay, roll dark.
Let's see if this works. That's an 8.
Okay, on an 8. Choose your side effect.
Let's say weird side effects, because that worked out so well last time.
Okay. You say your words and use your sympathetic token. By the way, I think you have another sympathetic token because you still have that page from her journal.
Yes.
And as that goes on, let's cut back to Kat, who has brought her own little entourage to meet with the headmaster.
Yep. Got a text from Finny earlier. He gave me a thumbs up, so everything's good. So, yeah, meeting with the headmaster.
Yeah, I don't think you've met with him yet.
I don't think so, Rupert Ellenham.
So yeah, he's
Mr.
just gonna
Ellingham.
look at you and Susan and Miss Williams and just be like, Catherine?
It's Katerina.
Right, yes, of course.
Yeah, I was told, or it was implied that you wanted to meet with me, sir.
Is that
Yes.
true? Is that a lie? It was implied
I think it
that
was,
you wanted to meet with you.
as far as I know.
Oh, I didn't think I'd implied that yet.
I thought Finney implied it.
Oh, I think Finney did, you're right.
Yeah.
Like, are you a friend of my son's?
We're definitely acquainted.
That's for sure.
I don't know if your son has friends.
That's fair enough. What can I do for you, Katerina?
Well, we have commonalities. Like there's problems on campus that you're aware of course. And I believe Finney wanted me to reach out. Basically, I want to make sure that my head's not on the chopping block in regards to some of the problems going on. So you wanted to meet. I know all about Finney, and you're presumably yourself and Ferdinand.
His eyes are going to go to Susan and then to Miss Williams and be like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
So okay. So there's like a pitcher of water, and I'll just splash myself and then just show him my face. Let's be serious now. As I try to show him myself, do my Two-Face thing.
Yeah.
With my gang backing me up. Well, I got a 10 on the dice, so I'm good. So
Nice.
So let's cut the bullshit. Patricia here wanted to put a stop to Finney and you, so we can't have that happening. Like,
But Patricia, what? Patricia, you know?
She thinks she knows things. I don't know what she knows.
She's in a daze. Is that your work?
Some of it. I think she said something that she saw Finney and myself do something, but I don't know how much she's actually seen. So I'm going to take a string on him, and also classic Katerina move, fascinate him. Got to rebuild up my cultists.
Yeah, and he's gonna get real creepy with it. He's gonna look back at you and sort of reassess you in more ways than one, which is especially creepy given that you're like half his age.
Yeah.
But it's just like, you're a remarkably capable girl, aren't you?
I prefer the term woman, but yes.
You know, if either of my sons had had half your competence, I don't think we'd be in this problem.
Finney's not that bad. It's just he has trouble remaining calm and collected. Really?
Well,
I blame Hob. So
Hob, the farm boy's the problem in all this. Should have realized.
But so yeah. There's the whole Percy situation. Are you even really looking that deep into it? Ms. Williams apparently is interested.
Oh, Percy, I assumed that was Finney. Was that not his work?
No.
Oh,
I mean, he was involved. Many people were involved. What was that?
Who did that? Who took care of Percy? And why, actually?
How to phrase this best? Many people took care of him. I was sort of I was the ringleader. And because he threatened to hurt everyone that wasn't normal. And also because he pushed me.
And you took care of that all on your own. And I haven't heard a single testimony from any witness. Huh.
Well, it's because they're the ones that did it. They don't want to ruin their own chances.
Oh, it's a dark day when you have more serpent in you than any of my children.
I don't know what to tell you.
Well, thank you for bringing me Miss Williams. And does the girl know anything?
Oh, I mean, Susan's with me.
And you can make sure she doesn't tell anything to anyone?
Well, I can try. I'm pretty successful for the most part. But I don't mind control. Okay, never mind. Sometimes I do. But what can I do for you?
There's some kind of mage on campus named...
Oh yeah, I hate him.
Excellent. He killed my boy. If you take care of him for me, I think take care of him for me, and we can discuss your role in our family.
He killed your boy? Which boy? Ferdinand?
Ferdinand, yes, yes. Finney told me all about how he killed Ferdinand.
Okay.
Knocked his soul right out of his body. I don't know where it's at now.
So you want me to take care of Gary?
And then, well, you're set for life. The Ellenham family will make sure you get everything you want after that.
Okay.
We take care of our own, and he's going to put a hand on your shoulder and give you a very creepy leer. And I think you just might be one of ours.
I look forward to this arrangement. Is that so hard, Finney?
Very well.
I'm going to leave and text Finney. I'm like, okay, we need to take care of Gary.
For the record,
where do you have
for the record, Susan's coming with you, but Patricia, the headmaster's keeping Patricia behind.
Okay, that's fine.
Does any of that trigger the failing dynasty move?
You're right. I think it does.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I'm going to take care of Gary. I don't know if bringing Patricia to the family triggered it, but
I mean, we don't know.
Well, if you're doing his bidding.
So, I mean, if they want Daddy Dearest can get a string on me. I don't care.
Yeah, I think you definitely get a +1 forward to killing Gary, and he gets a string on you.
He said taking care of him. There's a difference.
Yes.
True.
Because my plot is also to take care of Gary.
Okay.
One at a time.
So yeah,
my plot is just take care of Hob.
Look how well that is going for you.
I just text Finney. We need to take care of Gary. So talk it out with your dad.
And
where are you at?
Just as you have your phone out, you get a text from Eliza saying, I'm taking care of all of them. Finney, Hob, Gary, I'm taking care of them all, and Alex. Down by the lake.
I didn't say you should do that. What did we say about permission?
You told her to take care of things. has
I told her to ask for permission before doing things.
So let's take a 5-minute break and and then we can cut back to the lake where the fire has been set on the door.
Oh, she said it already?
Well, she lit her lighter. Well,
Okay,
we'll go forward from there.
all right.
action-packed couple of sessions for you, Gary.
Yeah, absolutely. Very eventful. I love that everyone's trying to kill me now.
I did not expect that to happen, but it's definitely a thing.
I'm just saying, you don't need to die. But
You're
my
right.
goal is to put my brother in you.
Yes,
Then
because
what happens to my soul?
Apparently, you just have to wrestle for control of the body.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what happened with Percy. He was like still in there somewhere, apparently. But I'm sure that you're much stronger willed than Percy.
I'm going to the sunken place, aren't I? Do you even care which one of us wins?
Probably not. As long as I can keep him in a body that I have some modicum of control over, I can win. Win.
We just want to take care of you, Gary.
Yeah, just be one of the Allenhams.
yeah, Finney, your plans have kind of fallen to pieces this session a little bit.
Have they, though? Because I'm on the up and up.
Yeah, I'm helping Fitty out pretty well, I'd say.
Is that this new hypnosis thing is really working in my favor.
If you can resist the temptation to kill your dad.
That is an entirely personal family father-son thing. So just like Ferdinand was a brother-brother thing.
So we left off with Gary, Finney, Hob, Alex, and I know I'm forgetting a name here.
Megumi?
Megumi in the tunnel. Gary had just cast that hex to
to try to keep
binding.
her
Yes,
from-
this person
from-
cannot physically harm others. But you got a 6 minus. No, it was the side effects.
I got an 8.
Right, but you picked the side effects.
Yeah, it's weird side effects.
So, because it worked well the last time. Yeah, you're gonna hear Eliza flick the lighter and then be like, "Why can't I? Why can't I start the fire?"
That's because I won't let you, Eliza.
But Kat needs me to. Kat needs me to take care of this. I told her I could take care of this.
I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can take care of a lot of things. It's not by hurting us. But you know, do you really need Kat? I mean, there are lots of other people that you could hook up with. Don't have to be Kat.
It's not. I've hooked up with other people before, and they're mortal. They're human. Kat has showed me something superhuman. I know the song the drowned sing. I have seen the darkened depths of the ocean, and
Oh wow, this is a little overwrought. Look, I'm not just any old mortal, you know. What about me? Like, you ever have sex with a witch? It's hot. Just telling you.
roll to turn someone on.
Okay. That's a 3. My voice cracks as I say. I don't know what happened. I fart. Something bad happens.
There's suddenly a clatter on the other side of the door as Ferdinand, in the body of the school nurse, tackles Eliza, knocking the lighter accidentally onto the pile of flammables on the other side of the door. So yeah, a sort of flame bursts up on the other side.
Okay.
And you're going to hear lots of angry punching noises, and Ferdinand being like, "You're standing in between me and my body! Damn it! I need that body! The power I'll have! The spells I can use!"
And I'm like, Mr. Ariaga? That's not Mr. Ariaga, is it?
It sounds like him. But we like the smoke starts to come through the door. I'm like, we need to get out of here. We need to head back down to the lake. There is another entrance that we can go out of.
All right, lead the way.
And like, I don't like this. I have to like hoist Alex back up again, and then like who I assume Megumi is like helping me like lug them along.
Finny, you need help carrying her? Like, I carried a bunch of hogs one time, and I mean, I can just carry her if you want.
And I like,
if you want to lead the way.
I spit back at you. It's like, no, Hob, it seems like you're carrying a lot right now. Maybe as soon as you can unburden yourself, then I'll be able to rely on you.
But I mean, yeah, I'm kind of carrying all your baggage, so I figured I'd just ask.
So that was a 9 for the shutdown. So yeah, I definitely come across poorly. Let's see. And then I choose. I'm just going to take one forward. I think that's useful right now.
All right. I gotta say, Hob, Finny's put a lot of abuse on you this session. Is he still your lover?
I mean, of everybody present, he is the only one I've been intimate with, though I am very much starting to feel like maybe Megumi has been right all along, and maybe I should have been less rude to her and more open to her advances. And yet she is now hypnotized by Finny. So
Yeah.
the Hobbs story.
So I take it the lot of you are heading back down towards the lake? And just leaving Eliza to be pummeled by Ferdinand?
She got herself into this mess. There is nothing I can do with like, a flaming bookcase and a pile of desks between me and saving her.
All right, Kat, you've gotten Eliza's texts, so you know where she is and more or less what she's doing. Do you want to arrive? How quickly do you want to arrive after Ferdinand starts pummeling her?
I guess not too quickly. I mean, I texted back in a very stern tone, of course, that I didn't ask for that. You should not do that. So I'm basically walking like a parent going to scold a child, and then I probably smell the smoke, and I'm like, oh boy. What do I do is the question. Is it? So they're scuffling and fighting each other, right?
By the time you get down there, I mean, Ferdinand has got that like maniacal ghost strength. He doesn't care about his body and he's just going all out. And Eliza got caught by surprise. So Ferdinand's just beating the crap out of her.
Yeah, he's in an adult body. And he's a ghost for possessing. So I'm gonna stand back and watch. And like I want like Eliza's eyes to meet with mine, and I cross my arms and I just like shake my head and like, I didn't tell you to do this.
Every time I think I've hit the limits of Kat's coldness, and you just dig
trying to kill friend ? Finny? And Hop's too sweet of a puppy to kill, so Gary would have been fine, but nope. Well, let me read my one move, see if I can just. Yeah. No, I don't want to stir them into a well, so they can't reach. Most of them can't reach her, so. I'm very disappointed in you. So I'm gonna just try to shut her down.
Okay.
Yep. Let's see. 7 -1, but she's got like lots of conditions, so it's a 7 and 9 to shut Eliza down, presumably. She's fascinated and obsessed with me, so.
Yeah. You're welcome to just take +1 forward because I think she's about to pass out or something.
I mean, it'll be a 7 and 9 to it. There's no way to get it to a 10, so.
Yeah. So yeah, you shut her down, and she just stops struggling because she's failed you too many times, and Ferdinand punches her one last time, and she just goes out like a light.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ferdinand turns towards you and is like, "Cat, you drowned me."
I helped drown you.
Finny promised me a new body.
I know. I'm on board with this plan. I think if it's the same person, if it's the same person I think it is, then I'm okay with this.
I want Gary.
Oh, good. That's what I was hoping. Yes, your father also wants him taken care of. So
excellent.
There's a fire though, so
yeah. Ferdinand like coughs a bit, like I don't know if this shell will last much longer with this fire and stuff. The door that's been jammed shut is up and burning, and
it's too difficult to clear all that stuff to open that door. Or what do I need to do? Actually, I'm gonna gaze into the abyss. Maybe that'll help me out. How can I put out this fire quickly? Why not?
Sure.
There's a 12.
Okay.
As I'm looking into like a puddle of blood that has leaked out of Eliza's mouth.
Yeah. Sprinklers are a good idea, but surprisingly, the secret passageway is not up to the fire code.
Yeah.
But you do get a vision of another passageway into the underground chamber through the lake. So if you can go through and swim underwater, you can go down to reach people and help bring them out.
All right.
And with your like Rusalka swimming powers, you can get people to safety.
So I'm going to direct. All right, Ferdinand, Susan will help you in this. Get some extinguishers and extinguish this fire because we don't want the smoke drawing attention to your secret passageway. I'll go get the others.
I want that body. I was promised a body, a young body, not this withered shell.
Yeah. I don't plan on destroying it. And even if the spirit dies, it's still a body, correct? I don't know how it works.
You get me that body or we will have words.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah, he runs off to he and Susan go to take care of that. And we can cut back to the rest of you heading back down the tunnel towards the lake. And the air is getting kind of thin by this point because there's the whole chimney effect.
So I think the scene is that Finny is carrying Alex and Megumi is kind of helping, which leaves me and Gary kind of lagging a little bit behind. And so I think Hob is taking this moment to like turn to Gary and be like, all right, look, I know Finny's like a snake person or whatever. What's your deal? Are you like a goblin or like, what do you do?
I cast hexes on people. It's a trick I learned from my grandma.
It's just a trick? You're just like a magician?
I think I'm a magician. I mean, we call ourselves witches, but I don't know if just anybody could do it. I think it's in our blood.
I mean, seems pretty handy. Like,
It's coming.
can't you like teleport us out of here?
No, that's not one of the ones I know. But give me time. I've still got books back at my grandma's house I want to read.
I mean, do you think I could learn?
Like I say, it might be our blood, but I'm happy to try to teach you.
All right, look, I'm gonna help you get out of here, but you gotta teach me. I
Yeah,
want to
sure.
learn this. I mean, I don't think I can survive in this school much longer if I don't learn some kind of cool trick. They don't really seem to be impressed by the fact that I can hog tie a hog in 3.7 seconds, state record 2 years in a row. But
That's not fair. That's not fair that they're not impressed by your hog tying skills.
I agree. But it
Um,
is what it is. And, country boy gotta survive somehow, so I guess
yeah.
I gotta learn.
Well, I'll see if I can teach you the one that keeps people from lying.
That
That'd be
seems
a
like...
handy one. Sounds
Yeah,
like
that'd be a good one to
lied to you
learn.
lately. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody but Megumi. She always told me the truth.
She's all right. She's good. So I mean, we all have special skills. Some of it's hog tying, others it's being a snake. Yeah. Sort of puts it all in
Yeah.
perspective.
Special skills. Well, right now, hopefully, Finny's special skill is getting us the heck out of here. Finny, are we almost there?
And I you call this out to me, and I turn I look over my shoulder, and I'm tired of pretending that I need someone's help to carry Alex. So I just hoist them over my shoulder and turn around and look at you, and I'm like, yes, we just need to get to the other side of the lake, and then there's another staircase that goes up and leads out into the gardens.
Sounds good.
And then I start trudging around the perimeter of the little lake, along the rocky shore, not going into the water or trying to swim across or anything, because I just can't with an unconscious person on me.
Hob and Gary, you both have had reasons not to trust Finny lately, and you've got him isolated with the two of you. Megumi may or may not come to your aid. Are you gonna do anything about this?
I have Alex with me.
Finny,
I
what
mean,
was the deal with Mr. Ayaga? Was that Ferdy? Because was I around when Ferdy talked to them before in the other body?
You were,
you
yeah.
did see when Ferdinand possessed Percy for a bit, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Has Ferdy skipped from Percy to Mr. Ariaga? Don't answer that. That's okay. I don't trust anything that comes out of your mouth anymore.
You kicked him out. You cast a spell and exorcised him last time. Do you remember that part?
Yeah, that was me. That was me. My bad.
So whoever he's in is actually your fault.
Oh wow, I feel super bad now. Yeah. But he did say he was promised a body. That was a weird one. That wasn't me.
I don't know what the hell he's talking about. My brother is insane. The reason that my brother is how he is because he was too much to handle and he needed to be taken care of.
Can I try casting Ring of Lies on Finny?
Absolutely.
All right. Let's see. I hope my rolls go better than they have been going. That's a 10.
I'm totally fine if Kat shows up at any of this point.
You what?
Yeah. I'm totally fine if Katarina shows up at any point during this.
Yeah, sure. That'd be good too. So, but anyway, that was a 10. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So the assertion that Ferdinand was a loose cannon that needed to be taken care of is true to Finny.
That is true.
Yeah.
We did establish in the first episode that last semester he led to the deaths of 3 people.
Yeah, he murders and drowns a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's why Kat wanted to help kill him.
But you don't know anything about this about why Ferdy says he was promised a new body.
I look around at you and it's like, and just like without like missing a blink, it's like, because I promised your body to him. And then I realized that what I said, and I'm just like, I
Wow.
slide Alex into my arms and use them as like a shield.
And should I do like a dramatic entrance?
Sure.
Whatever you want, yeah.
Yeah, like I do like the
flip.
hair whip out of the water. Like, okay. So I guess first I have to turn you all on. Because it's just a thing. It's gonna happen. Hopefully. Yeah, y'all get turned on. I got a 10 plus, so a 10 on the dice. So I get strings on all of you. All right, y'all need to get out of here. So let's go. I can take you one at a time, probably, because I'm much better swimmer.
And I say like, Katerina, you should take Hob first.
Hang on. I don't need no help. Like I swam in a bunch of creeks back home. I could swim just as good as anybody.
Yeah, I don't need any help either, and I don't trust either of you as far as.
Can
I
you
can
swim
throw
a
you.
mile underwater?
Well, I mean, I ain't ever tried, but everybody keeps telling me I'm special.
Without
So maybe
holding your breath?
that's my thing.
Hob. There may not be a lot. I don't know exactly what's going on, but I can get you out of this rather easily. And I want to get you out of this.
All right, but look, Megumi's next. All right.
Megumi blurts out, "Finny, if you had to choose between Hobbs' well-being and your own, who would you pick?"
And then just like without thinking, is like, why do you think I'm sending him first?
You actually care about Hob.
Yeah, like everything else has been in service of like what I think is best for the family, but Hob was like Finny's one thing. Like the one thing that Finny like had that was completely his, no matter what his father said, no matter what anyone else says. Like no matter how he like treats him or any of these other things, like Hob was always like the one person that like he started this whole thing like trying to be a person based off of Hob. That didn't work out, but
Megumi is gonna, like, shocked, mutter out loud, You actually care about Hob, don't you, Finny?
of course. And he looks around at all of you. Is like, do you think that I would have let someone like Hob go if I didn't care about him? All of these loose ends that I've continuously bent over backwards to try to take care of, and he's the one person who still gets to walk all over everything, and he'll always get to.
This is great, y'all, but there's more smoke, so you
There's a
should
fire.
at least get in the water so you're close as possible to the lowest elevation. Hob,
All right. Yeah. Let's go.
okay. So yeah, I'll just take you down. I know. I'm not trying to drown you or anything. So
Yeah, I'm just gonna hand wave with your Rusalka powers. You just get him to the surface.
Sure.
Gary, you, Finny, Megumi, and the pretty much passed out Alex are alone down there. Gonna do anything when you have the chance?
You're
You
muted.
muted?
You mean like attack Finny?
If you wanted, now's probably your best chance.
Well, he's really very strong, but I will. The best I can do is attack you with the withered spell. So I'll point at you and speak my tongues and roll with dark. That's an 11. So So the hex loses all of their hair, or their teeth start falling out, or their period arrives unexpected and heavy, or their skin gets all sickly yellow and spotty. Whatever the specifics, it's bad.
Finny, do you want to describe how this hex hits you? And you definitely gain at least you gain a harm for sure.
Yeah, I think. So yeah, like the skin under my like right arm, which is holding Alex up, starts to just like kind of like flake off and like to start to like peel back like snakeskin, kind of like just unraveling straight up, just like unraveling and revealing like the snakeskin underneath, and like even the snakeskin, the scales start to like pop off, and then it's just kind of like oozing and porous, and yeah.
Nice.
And then I just like scream and then like fall like backwards and like drop Alex into the water as I collapse backwards.
Nice.
Nice.
Great.
Okay.
Which is so Alex is unconscious and has just been dropped into the water.
Yeah, I'll have to grab Alex. Or say, Megumi, help me out. Help me get Alex.
Yeah, Megumi's gonna grab Alex and bring them to shore. What are you gonna? I mean, Finny, are you gonna try to counterattack? Or are you just
Oh yeah. So as Gary kind of like plods into the water, like I fell backwards and just completely submerged, and I like sprang up from the water right in front of him. Like half my face is like sloughed off in like serpentine, and I just lock eyes with you immediately, and I'm gonna try to hypnotize you.
All right.
And I'm going to spend a string to do that, plus my too hot makes it a 10. And I'm just going to grip you like by the shirt with like my like hand that like bone fragments are starting to show through, and like pull you super close, and I'm gonna like let my brother in, and then just push you back into the water.
I should have done illusions instead of wither. Okay. That's a tough one. So what's the text?
The text is on a 10 plus. They do exactly what you wish and have no idea that anything is wrong.
I guess that means when the time comes, I gotta give way. Let's see what happens.
Okay, that's
Right,
good
because I can't do it right now, right?
Yeah, Ferdinand doesn't know that you. I mean, Ferdinand's still in the nurse for the moment.
And a ways up the tunnel, right?
Yeah. He's busy putting out the tunnel fire.
I mean, for now.
Yeah.
For now.
Once it becomes incorporeal, speed is the location is irrelevant, probably.
Yeah.
If only someone were to send him a text that the new body was available and stuff.
I mean, this might be a great time for Katerina to show back up.
Yeah, pop up to save
so.
the next person. I probably see some weird shit with Finny's arm, but I'm like, I heard.
Megumi pipes up, Alex needs you. They're drowning.
But Hob, yeah, Alex. I'm sorry, Hob. This is more important.
Wait, I'm already out, right?
Yeah, but you made me promise to take Megumi.
Oh, okay.
Hob will understand.
I think that I'm gonna call out to Kat. It's like, what's done is done. Get me out of here.
Okay. So grab Alex. I do the thing, Alex. Give him some time. I don't know, like there's no real issues with me transporting them people, right?
Yeah, you're absolutely able to bring them up to the surface. Although
I was asking you to forego Alex and take me.
Oh, you gonna offer me anything?
Let's see here. I have a string on you, I think. Yeah, I've got 3 strings on you, so I'm gonna spend a string to and this is gonna be the same thing. It's like Ellen Hams always take care of their own first.
Okay, yep, there we go. So all right, Alex can wait. So as I grab Finny and go. So I get the XP from your string and also the move, Falling Dynasty. No, I'm not actually helping you regain your glory. So
Yeah.
but I'll take that XP from the string you spent.
So yeah, you just grab Finny and bring them up to the surface.
Can I grab Finny and Alex?
Yeah, sure, I'll allow it.
Okay.
So Hob, you're up there, and you see Cat come back with someone who's definitely not Megumi.
Cam, what? I said Megumi has to be next. What are you doing?
Alex is unconscious, and look at Finny's arm. Megumi actually told me to bring Alex.
Yeah, I like claw my way out. It's like Gary turned on us.
Well,
Wait, did Megumi actually say bring Alex? I guess she did. Yeah.
Yeah. Just, Alex is unconscious.
Yeah.
I spoke
what
no lie.
What do you
Also,
mean Gary turned on you?
And I hold up like an arm where like more of my flesh is like peeling off, and it's like Gary turned on us.
Well, what'd you do to him?
Nothing yet.
Well, fair.
I mean, all right, but you got to get Megumi out of there. If Gary turned on you, then what's he doing to Megumi?
I'm going. Stop arguing with me.
Well, then go and stop arguing with me. God dang, like, Finny, make Cat go.
She's gonna do what she knows what she needs to do. I don't tell her. Like, and I literally, I say, like, as I'm saying, like, she knows what she's gonna, and I just like fall over and like almost pass out.
Well, I thought you were the one pulling the strings here. All right, well, Cat, please, could you bring Megumi back?
I'm already gone.
Down in the water, down underground, Megumi turns to you, Gary, and it's like, I was trying to buy time, have Cat bring out Alex, give you time to take down Finny.
I'm not sure I can at this point. He's got what he wanted. As soon as Ferdy sees me, I gotta let him in. I gotta let him pick me over.
You have to. Yeah, you don't know anything's wrong, which is ambiguous in this context. Because you know you have to let him in, but you may not realize that's.
Yeah, you're unaware of it.
That's weird.
Yeah.
It's
You're just
vampire
really sanguine
hypnosis.
about it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, I just need to let him in. Everything will be fine.
That's right. Yes. That's right.
Gary?
And he's won and it's okay. Know what were you going to say?
Gary, I know how hard it is to fight his hypnosis. I have to serve the Ellenham family, and you have to let Ferdinand in. But I think Ferdinand doesn't like Finny very much. So you can let him in, and you can nudge him towards Finny. You can help the Ellenham family prune a rotting branch.
Wow, why would I do that?
He's a monster. He loves Hob, and he still does all the things he's done to Hob. Hob was a good boy before all this. I loved him, and now, what is this? He's killed someone. I don't even know who Hob is anymore, and Finny just ruins everyone he touches.
Yeah, I guess. Monster schmonster. I mean, he's pretty bad. It's true. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it might be a little crowded in here with Ferdy, but you know, sometimes you gotta double up in the bed. I'll try to keep that in mind. What you were just saying there, though, if I can remember what it was.
Kat, I think now's a good time for you to show up.
Sure. All right, Megumi, let's go.
No, take Gary next.
I promised Hob twice. And he's a precious puppy, and I hate when he's sad.
You can take us both, right?
I can't carry both of you. That's ridiculous.
Wait, didn't you just do that with Finny and Alex?
It's nighttime now. I'm not in pain.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it? That's the GM's discretion. I don't know if it's sunset or not.
Nah, I think it's still daylight.
Fine, I scream in pain, but like,
All right, see, take both of us.
I don't want to take both of you. I want to take Megumi. That way, I'm sure that you both. She ends up safe.
Mm.
Also, no, I'll take you both if you reverse this shit.
Oh yeah, sorry, that's not a trick that my grandmother taught me yet.
Then grabbing Megumi and going.
Magui's gonna struggle and like try to make cling on to Gary and stuff. Will that work?
I'm gonna spend a string to convince her to come with me because I have one because of that 10 plus of turning everyone on.
And you are an honorary member of the Ellenham family, so yeah. You spend that string and just this little jerk goes over Megumi, and she just like calmly heads into the water and grabs onto you, but shoots one last desperate glance at Gary, like, take down Finny, or, with her eyes.
All right. So I bring Megumi up. I don't know. Should I, Finny? Oh wait, you're unconscious. Right? You're muted.
Has Hob nursed me while I was there, or did he just leave me lying on the dock?
No, I think I definitely nursed you. Like I think like when Cat comes back up, you are sitting or I'm sitting down on the dock, and you have the upper half of your body in my lap.
Are you tending to my wounds delicately and intimately, perhaps with erotic subtext?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's Megumi, Hob. Just even though she didn't want to go next.
What do you mean she didn't want to go?
She can tell you herself. And I looked directly at Finny. Should I go back?
He can't die down there, but maybe you just wait underwater until he passes out.
That seems safer, actually. So yes, I will not let you suffocate Gary.
So, Kat, you head back down one last time, and Gary, it's you, her, and underwater lake.
And you know that there's somewhere a secret staircase that leads up to the garden. You can try to find it.
I know that? Okay.
Yeah,
I said so.
did say so.
Yeah.
I'm totally looking for this staircase. I have no confidence that they'll come back for me at all.
Let's see. I could see
You could look, gaze into the abyss.
I think that's probably the way to do
Yeah.
this.
That's the way to find things you don't know.
Right. So let's see.
Plus dark.
Okay. Oh, it's a 6? Not really.
You stretch out your senses to, try to find some way out of here that does not involve trusting a Rusalka. And your sort of witch senses go trace something else. You come across a soul, cold and wet and dark, and very much at home in this particular cave. And you hear Ferdy's voice in your head. Hello, new meat.
Oh, is that Freddy? Hello.
Hello.
When are you coming in?
I think I might do that right about now. Nice of you to reach out with your soul. I'm not sure I could have found it otherwise.
Oh, well, anything I can do to help.
You're not resisting at all, are you?
No. No, why would I do that?
Wonderful. And yeah, you're gonna feel sort of like this icy feeling flow through your body as Ferdinand moves into your body right next to you, or your soul.
Okay.
And you've completed your hypnosis, so the effects are like gone now, I guess.
Oh, so now I hate it.
You can if you want.
So I'm just gonna take a deep breath, psychically speaking. I'm gonna try not to scream out loud. I'm gonna say, Ferdy, I think there's something else we can both agree on, and that's that your brother's got to go.
Oh, absolutely.
Wouldn't it be great if we could make it so that he was gone and nobody knew he was gone? How would you feel about piloting his body around?
That would be the dream.
Okay, well, I happen to know how to exercise souls from bodies, so maybe if we time it right, well, Indiana Jones with the golden statue thing, I exercise his soul out of his body, and you jump right in. Nobody knows any the wiser.
Excellent.
All right, well then we're a team. Team Kill Finney. Let's give this a shot.
Let's make that bastard suffer.
All right, well you let me know when I can take control, and I'll do that.
Yeah, I think actually Ferdinand's gonna let you sit in the driver's seat, as it were, for now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
Seems like he would pop up on hard moves.
Pretty much.
So like, I'm guessing like at some point he's gonna pass out from smoke inhalation because he's not finding the thing, and that's when I'll take him back. Just watching below the surface, waiting. I don't trust you.
So you eventually bring Gary and his passenger to the surface.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see or hear that conversation because it's metaphysical. So
I think it was all inside. And you guys don't know that Freddy's already got me.
So as that happens, I think Susan comes rushing over and like, Kat, is everything okay here?
Like she's soaking wet. Like everybody's like tired. They're all coughing. We're gonna need a doctor, I think. I mean, I was able to. Please tell me there's nobody else back there.
No, it's just me.
No, I'm talking to Finney and Hob and them.
No, that was all of us. And
okay,
Susan, don't worry. We don't need like an emergency doctor like with Percy. We don't need no helicopter. We're good.
Well,
what's the matter, Susan?
That's great, but Arriaga kind of passed out back in the tunnel. I don't know why, but he just kind of like went limp.
Okay. I mean, you got him out of there, right?
He kind of. I mean, yeah, I dragged him out, but he's still unconscious.
I don't.
We'll take care of it.
Yeah, call for the doctor or whatever. Thank you, Susan. Did you manage to put the fire out?
Yeah, we took care of that. There's no more smoke.
Okay.
Eliza's dead.
Just come here and hold me.
Okay. Yeah, she moves over and does exactly as you say.
I'm tired. I looked at Finney and like give a knowing look. I'm like, if that dude's passed out, we know what happened. So
yeah, there's like a nod, and then I give.
Then we looked at Gary.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah. And then I like look up at Hob, and I just kind of like reach out my good hand and like run a finger down the side of his face.
I mean, Finney, do you need something?
No, I think that for right now, I've got everything I want.
And I think that might be a good line to fade out on.
Do you want to do like epilogue on the next time?
I think that'd be
There's no
good.
next.
Yeah. Let's start with you, Gary. Let's do what's a nice little epilogue how you're adapting to your new passenger.
It feels like somebody's constantly looking over my shoulder. Backseat driving, and so it's not so great. Like I'm getting kind of claustrophobic in here. I'm always wanting to. I have to keep myself from screaming, basically.
And are you like looking for your chance to, fulfill your promise and
Absolutely, the first moment, first possible instant. Yeah, I'm gonna point my finger at Finney, that spark cross the gap, and zap him.
All right. Next, go to Kat, your most devoted and arguably incompetent follower. Is dead, but you've still got some others.
Oh, yeah. That's true. But on like the next time on Artemisia Academy, normally Kat is like the way she dresses, very like punk, lazy chic. She's now in like fine tailored like suit, and like at the family dinner, I think she's probably sitting at the right hand of your father, Finny.
She absolutely is, and he is uncomfortably affectionate towards you.
I'll be the judge of whether or not it's uncomfortable.
All right, Hob. Under a truth spell, your serpent love confessed that he genuinely loves you and cares about you more than himself. What's your epilogue?
I think we just see a like next time on, and everything seems normal, right? We're going to class, we're sitting through lectures, we're going to lunch, and then there's a scene in homeroom, and I think we've switched seats around a little bit, and Finny and Hob are sitting right next to each other, and you constantly see them like stealing glances from each other. And I think at one point, like, Finny starts texting on his phone or something, and Hob is passing notes back to Megumi. And I think Hob still feels like maybe Megumi was right. Maybe everything was better before. Maybe I used to be a good boy. Maybe Hob just wants to be a good boy.
Last but certainly not least, Finny. What's your epilogue?
We can't hear you.
Oh, stupid microphone mute button. So the next time on for Finney is he's like rolls back into class fully healed. There's like a montage of like Ms. Williams like welcoming him in and is like totally besotted with him now. Things with his father are like okay, even though Katerina's in play there now. Like the whole thing with like Ferdinand is still like lingering, but like it doesn't seem to have him worried too much, and you can tell that just like he's on cloud nine. And then like he goes like he's like they do a fade out of like him and Hob like after a tussle, and then he like rolls over, and then on the pillow is like a black envelope, and then he turns it over and like opens it up, and the letter says you've all made too big of a mess of things. I need to come back and clean house. Signed, Aldrich.
The founder of the school.
Yep.
Nice. That's a great note to go out on. And on that, I think I'll stop the recording. Sound good?
Mm-hmm. This was a wild, wild session.